Hey, who am I today though, y'all? I'm just looking sweet though. I can't even lie.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career and he's already milking injuries, like...
Stop saying my name, you dick riding bastard. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's no beginner. She's confident.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti or Juan Kingsbury here. We have the Wash Nick Command this video, and in today's video, I'm coming on with the video where we're going to be talking about Kliff Kingsbury and how this film expert just pretty much summed up why Kliff Kingsbury's offense is so good and pretty much unstoppable. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so we greatly appreciate if you can reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. Oh, who ain't looking sweet though? Y'all like Juan Kingsbury? Do I need to bring him back out more often when the season starts? Do I need to step in and be the assistant offensive coordinator, Juan Kingsbury here? All right, so look, the other day, I was chopping it up with my homie, man. He a Chargers fan or whatever. Y'all know we play on week 5. And he basically was like, he's sending it to Jesse Minter, Kliff Kingsbury little offensive scheme, because this film expert basically gave out, why Kliff Kingsbury's offense is so efficient. So I click on the jump, and I start a little skimming through it and reading it, and he made it make perfect sense. So I'm like, who is this dude? Where does he come from? I click on his page, and he breaks down film for a living, bro. So we about to talk about how Kliff Kingsbury's offense is so simple, but yet so hard to stop. So this was on Twitter by Joe A _NFL. And again, after looking at him and doing my research, he's a film guy, bro. He literally does it for a living. Like, go follow him on Twitter. So he basically said this about Kliff Kingsbury's offense. He says the Kingsbury offense works really well because there's good ways to stop it. There's no good ways to stop it. Sorry about that. It's a numbers game. The dumbed down explanation of how it works is before the snap, every play, the quarterback has 3 checks. If the cornerbacks are in off coverage zone, you throw a screen. If they're in press man, you throw deep. If they're dropping 8, you check you check to a run. They also mix in a lot of RPOs, which are a cheat code in their own right. These are really easy reads that can be made before the snap and can never really be wrong. The only way to beat it, as shown by the Cowboys last year, is to play press, dare them to throw deep, and beat that Daniels with his arm, or bet that Daniels' arm isn't good enough, or he can't make progressive reads. Again, such a weak scheduled and with such pain by numbers offense, the Commanders were basically unstoppable last year. Daniels rarely had to throw deep, so the bevy of screens and mesh drags got them about 4 yards to play. Going forward on every 4th down makes this a high efficient offense, an explosive offense. Maybe defenses will learn to dare Daniels to attempt the harder throws and the more difficult plays, but his reputation is now so out of control that they may be too scared to play him optimally. I think they take a small step back on offense, but frankly, don't trust that the NFL defensive coordinators to be smart/bold enough to stifle it just yet. So that is from Joe A _NFL. Again, this guy breaks down NFL film, and I'm going to put it on the screen because I know my reading ain't the best. I'm going to let you read along for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But after really looking at our offense last year, and after him breaking it down the way he just did, look at how we played. it really was not complicated. Like, it was very simplified. And looking back at it, remember week 3, the Cincinnati Bengals cornerback, was it Taylor Britton, that was like, it's ain't nothing to it. It's just a college offense. That's probably what he was talking about, because our offense wasn't complicated, but yet it worked. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I love it and think it really isn't going to be able to get stopped, because I feel like where offenses go wrong, or, you know, coaches in general go wrong, is they try to make things too complicated and expect these players to know it. Yeah, granted, these guys are professional athletes, so of course they're at the top of the top and should know, you know what I'm saying, different play calls, different signals if things get up there, you know, get complicated. But here's my thing with Kliff and why I think he did such an awesome job. It's not protecting Daniels. It's not saying Daniels can't do it on his own, or he needs a dumbed down version. No, Kliff took it as, I got a rookie quarterback. This is his first season, so I'm not going to throw everything at him. I'm going to make it as simplified as possible for him so he can thrive. And that's simply what Kliff Kingsbury did, and I love him for that. Right? Because we've seen time and time again where coaches throw the kitchen sink at these rookie quarterbacks and expect them to perform at a level that a 10-year vet would, and you see they're in over their head, right? Daniels was wet behind the ears last year, and Kliff said, you know what? I'm going to help you out to the best of my ability. And that's what he did. And that's why every quarterback under Kliff Kingsbury has had success, even going back to Johnny Manziel, even going back to Patrick Mahomes, then Caleb Williams in college, then Jaden Daniels at the office level, and then Kyler Murray his rookie year, in his beginning years when him and Kliff was really solid. Everywhere Kliff Kingsbury has went, it has been success, and it's because he does not make it hard on his guys. Then you go down into the conversation, right? Joe says on his quote that defenses last year didn't dare Daniels to make plays with his arm. That's what they're going to have to do pretty much this year, is make Daniels beat them. And at times last year, I go back to that Philly game. Did Daniels not beat them with their arm? Did Daniels not make plays that was plays you really see from veterans? So that's why I would say a little bit feel like Jaden is just too advanced, man, because the simple, I guess, like they said, way to stop this defense is to play press, or offense is to play press and make the quarterback beat you. But it's like Five is talented enough and shown plenty times before that he's able to beat you with his arm, and that just goes to show you that there's no true way to stop it. The only way that you can stop this offense is, yes, make a quarterback beat you with his arm, but a quarterback that is trash, that is mid. This offense is not going to be able to work to its strongest capability if they had a, no offense, Brock Purdy or somebody that's average and mid. And this is no shot at Brock Purdy. He just got paid $53 million. He's a damn good quarterback, but he doesn't possess the skill set that a Jaden Daniels possess, both athletically and, you know, throwing the football, velocity, accuracy, and what have you. So that's really the way to stop it. We really hit a gem on both sides of the offense, where you know, with drafting Jaden Daniels and his talent, and then Kliff Kingsbury being able to simplify the offense for him. Like, take it for an example. If we still had Taylor Heineke and we was running this same exact offense, would it be able to percolate and would it be able to be successful? Yes, it would. But at a time, these defensive coordinators are so smart and they can adjust that they'll say, you know what? Like Dallas did, we're going to press them, the receivers, and make Daniels make a decision and beat him with his arm. If that's Taylor Heineke, we know that's not happening. Taylor Heineke's going to fumble or going to throw an interception because he loves triple coverage. He doesn't have the velocity and arm strength to throw far sidelines like Daniels does and stuff like that. So essentially what I'm saying is there is a way to stop Kliff Kingsbury's offense. You just got to hope Kliff doesn't get a gem of a quarterback that has the talent of a Jaden Daniels. That's why I think our offense, he says we think we're going to take a step back. I don't think so, because I think Kliff has another off season in which he can implement more, and then Daniels has another off season where he gets better. And also look back, and I'm gonna keep it on the screen as well. Look back at what he also said in his breakdown. He said the defense dared Daniels to make throws deep down the field last season, which he 9 times out of 10 completed it. But another thing that we didn't have last year was consistent deep threats. It was just De'Ami Brown and Terry. Now we got Terry, we got Michael Gallup who can stretch the field if he makes his roster, and obviously Jalen Lane. And I know Debo's like his thing isn't deep threats and deep balls and all that, but he can do a little bit of something. And Noah Brown obviously specializes in 50-50s and deep balls. So getting more deep threats, so when Daniels doesn't have the simplified RPO or quick option and he has to make a decision down the field, he'll have opportunity to. But again, I go to make Daniels beat you with your arm, make Daniels beat you with his arm. Bro, he did that Eagles, Lions, Falcons, like time and time again, when the offense broke down and wasn't simplified, or it was simplified, I should say, and they took away the RPO, they took away his first read, second read, he came backside countless times, found a receiver. So I think this offense is capable of being stopped if you have a mid-level quarterback. But when you have a genius of an offensive coordinator and a genius God-given talent quarterback like Jaden Daniels, that's what makes this offense unstoppable. And that's why I think it's going to continue to be unstoppable in year 2, because nobody can find a crack into this offense. Like, the only way I would say defenses can find a crack is they just got to pray that Jaden Daniels has a sophomore slump. Because again, looking at what Joe said, he says the really only way to stop it is to force Daniels to make the decisions, right? Because Kliff makes it easy on him, and that's why these guys pretty much were saying it's a college offense, because Kliff would make it simple for him. But again, make Daniels beat you with his arm. He's done that time and time again. Every single time he's shown ways to beat you with his arm. So it's not like Kliff is currying him. Because even when Kliff gets a head coaching job next year, I fully expect Jaden Daniels to not fall off. Because Jaden is just that advanced and takes his criteria and craft that serious, right? He just started a whole entire wave of VR training. Like, who was doing that? Nobody. Now he started a wave. He's changed the NFL forever, because now every quarterback, they are going to want to train like Jaden Daniels. So that's all I got for y'all, though. Juan Kingsbury here on the report. Basically, shout out to Joe, though, because Joe basically broke down and simplified why Kliff Kingsbury's offense is so good. And when you think about it, it's like his offense is not that hard to scheme up against or figure out. It's very simplified, but it works so good because you got a genius offensive coordinator and you have a quarterback that can make the throws. Again, will this same offense work with Nathan Peterman, Taylor Heineke, some regular Joe Schmo? No, probably it would be cool. It would have its moments, but it wouldn't be able to work at a consistent basis, because you don't have the quarterback that can do what Jaden Daniels can do. You feel me? So without further ado, it's always me, boy Juan Gotti. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. There you have it. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section. How y'all feeling about Juan Kingsbury on the report today? Y'all have a blessed one. Stay safe. Be easy out there. I love each and every one of y'all. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers, so we greatly appreciate if you reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Y'all have a blessed one. Stay safe. Be easy out there. Juan Kingsbury checking out. Peace.
Never gave a ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey, never seen a line.